I was just ready to be vulnerable. I was just ready to let it loose.
Nigga said I was just ready to be vulnerable.
I got some tissue in my pocket, nigga. I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna try to squeeze out some tears in this episode. See if I can do it.
Squeeze.
Hey man, welcome. Just vibe with us one time for the one time.
One time for the one time.
If you listening to this, man, check on your strong friends, man. And if they say I'm good, if they hit you with some bullshit like I'm good, bro, I'm cool. Nah, say how are you really? Ask them how are you really,
on
man?
a scale of 1 to 10, and I need an honest number.
Yeah, man. If you listening to this voice, man, you already know, man. It's the one and only ZIGGY_ the Alpha on all social media platforms. You can follow me any day, any way, man. To my right, I got the one and only at the belly of the grove, man. I got Swelly, 6'5" all day long, man. And to his right, you got the Izza, the Jizza, the big talk shitter.
I wear bright pants.
Yeah, man. And behind the lens, man, we got the one and only B Will shooting like like Lou Will, man. As a collective, we are Dallas' most dangerous podcast, Dallas' most handsome podcast, Dallas' most vulnerable podcast.
Melanated.
You know what I'm saying, man? These my pod brothers. And that's Bruton right there, man, if you don't know, man.
We like dogs on the Swelly
We literally got our
podcast.
dogs in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
And as a collective, we are also Swelly Podcast, man. We thank y'all for tuning in one more again to another episode, man.
All right, bro. We already discussed this.
Episode
96?
96, 97.
Nah, let's get it.
I never know. Intern, what episode is this?
Intern.
97. Okay, bet.
We want them.
This episode 97. We almost to 100, bro.
Almost.
We almost to 100, man.
I wish I would have watched this last night before the pod.
What?
The game got a drink champ.
Oh, yeah, it came out on Saturday. The audio came out Friday, though. I hadn't watched it. They say he's going to be doing a lot of lines. Somebody said he ain't going to be doing number capping.
I believe it. They got 1.2 million in one day.
Oh, no.
Hey, I'm going to watch that shit today.
It's 4 hours, though, so just take it.
Oh, no, I'm not going to watch 4 hours of that shit.
An hour a day. An hour a day. An hour a day.
Two.
No, 4 hours.
That whole longer than the Batman movie.
An hour a day.
Oh, no, I'm not doing no 4-hour interview.
That shit is longer than the new Batman.
That's a.
Hey, y'all going to see that? I might go see it.
I'm going to
today.
go see it. Well, I haven't seen it yet.
I think you were talking about it yesterday. I think I fuck around with it if it's gonna be. I'm gonna let y'all go see it first.
It's just 3 hours though. That's a lot of time in the movie.
I'm a Harry Potter nigga, so 3 hours really ain't shit to me. That's a cakewalk if it's good.
Very true. But
I'm a Harry Potter
key word if it's good.
I feel like a lot of hood niggas grew up liking Harry Potter.
We like anything fantasy or sci-fi.
You watch Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
I know
And
you
Lord
watch
of the
Harry
Rings.
Potter. What about you, B. Will? You watch Harry Potter? You ain't watch Harry Potter?
You ain't watch Harry Potter? Dork. Oh, demonic. Yeah,
really?
My mama started that stuff too. I said, fuck out of here.
My mama said Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon was demonic.
And I still said, fuck out of here. I was
You
getting
damn
them cards.
Then I went on the Digimon. I
did, boy.
I was on all the Mons.
So is it the money because they got like hours or something?
Just wizardry, magic, anything of that. They think it's demonic.
Bro, black families, bro, like
we gotta let it go. We gotta let it go.
We gotta let the stronghold go, man.
Real
like
deal.
it's some shit you be like, God damn, like.
Hey, bro, was I that boy that watched Power Rangers? I watched them hoes yearly.
Power Rangers?
Power Rangers.
Nigga, who didn't watch Power Rangers?
Some people.
I wasn't a faithful watcher.
Mighty Morphin? Hell
every
yeah.
episode type nigga. But if that was on TV and I catch it, I'd watch it.
I was Mighty Morphin.
Understood.
It's morphin' time.
Cause that shit transition.
That's how I was doing. Anything when that nigga press their wrist.
Boy, that was the only reason. Hey,
Mighty Morphin, Ben 10,
I joined
Digimon,
karate.
Yu-Gi-Oh, everything.
I told my mom I want to do karate just off of Power Rangers. Got all the way to green belt, then quit. I said, I'm tired of this shit.
Did you have to fight somebody?
How many belts
Yeah.
is the green belt like?
I can't remember. I was in there for like a good year.
Oh, you was in
I
that
was.
bitch.
I was. Like, I was dedicated, dead
I'm
ass.
trying to make sure green ain't right.
I just remember I had a white belt, yellow belt, orange belt. I got something where it got stripes on it, but I was in it for a good year.
Oh, so you know how to kick and shit.
What nigga don't know how to kick?
No,
I'm talking about
like
you
strategically
trained to, like,
kick.
Karate, a nigga.
Only thing I stopped before I got to breaking shit. That's the one thing. I probably got scared because of that shit. I was like, damn, I'm gonna fuck my shit up. I don't know about that shit.
Hold on, these niggas
I ain't
wild,
trying to
nigga,
kick
about
no
20.
shit.
Again, we love dogs on the Swelly podcast.
Nah, they
Yeah.
just making noise. Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
y'all fucking up the ratings.
Come here.
But nah, man. So on a scale of 1 to 10, man, before we even get started, man, how you feeling, B? How you feeling, man?
I'm a good 7, 8.
Yeah.
preparing for some stuff. Like I said, the class that I'm teaching, so I'm kind of focused in on that.
Fuck my dogs up on motherfuckers.
Yeah, just focused on that. But overall, bro, I can't complain, bro. Just maintaining, bro. Leaving room for error and leave room for improvement.
What you got coming up? You got the
teaching class at UTA, so I'm just trying to perfect that. This is my first time. Like, I've never taught a class on teaching people how to dress.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get it in a schematic format because I can just gently get up here and tell you, but I don't want to get to a ramble spot. So I just gotta frame it up to where it's digestible for all walks of people. And it's something that you can actually learn something and tailor it to.
Yeah.
Like, because I want to make things affordable. Everything don't got to be super expensive. You don't got to be the flies. The flies guy in the room is not the most person that wears the expensive stuff.
That's true.
So I want to help people understand that.
Okay. About a 7-8. What about you, Dante? What you is, man? What's your emotional level?
So my shit, since we're gonna be vulnerable this season, I'm gonna say this season, this episode.
Moving forward.
So start of the week. Well, last week. Well, I think it was this week when I texted the group chat. I'm like,
yeah,
I think it was this week.
Yeah, so I was at like a low. It's like life was just motherfucking life, and that motherfucker like you fix one thing, that some shit just kept popping up. Had to buy tires and shit. You know, like shit just like just be stupid shit.
You're like, God damn.
Like, damn, they give me like you know, like
give me a chance.
You get ready to pay your bills. Like, oh, I had this amount left over.
You start counting your coins. Yeah,
shit got the fucking up, and then just like other shit, family shit. Just a lot of shit was happening at one point in time, and then so I was like at a 3. And then I think B Will came over. Shout out to my nigga B Will. He pulled up on me.
Shout out to B Will, man.
We just start chilling. You know, doing. We just kicking it. We were like
doing shit you do with your partners.
Drinking. Then I showed that nigga how I'm really a chef in this. So I had to show that nigga.
What you make? What you make? Gonna flex a little bit.
What did I make? Like some bullshit, like some chicken breast or some shit. It wasn't even nothing amazing, but
I said chicken baked potato. Okay.
But this nigga like, well, when he put them gloves on, he's serious. You know,
you had a glove?
You had an apron?
I ain't got no apron, but I cook with gloves on. You know.
Oh, okay. So he in that food trucking. That's what he doing.
Yeah, I mean,
are they white gloves?
Nah, black.
I got some white ones and some black ones in there. And some blue
ones. Them black.
Depending on how I'm feeling.
This nigga got kitchen swag.
Hey, real deal. Them black ones sexy.
This nigga got.
It depends on how I'm feeling. But
he got kitchen swag though.
After that night, that shit brought me. I was like, all right, it ain't that fucking bad. And then we went out with her.
Oh yeah, to karaoke.
Karaoke. I did karaoke for the first time in my life.
Hey, your first time karaoke?
He killed that hoe. He did. He killed that hoe.
Me and her might need to start a group. It was funny, like, cause the dynamic of people, like when you see us, you like, I don't know what the fuck they finna do, but then like the shit turned out pretty good. So
that shit was amazing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was thoroughly impressed.
What was your song? What you killing with?
Friends, you know, he did the Usher singing part, and I did Ludacris and Lil Jon shit. You know, we had to find a balance for it. It actually worked. So that shit brought my spirits up, and then yesterday, like this shit came full circle. Like I was just like, damn, bro, life is like this shit is hard. Like, am I doing the right shit for me to be stressing this fucking much? So then we went to shout out to Aaliyah. She invited us to the what's the name of the actual event?
Shit, is it Black Wall Street?
Black Wall Street. Dallas Black Wall Street or Black Wall Street or Dallas or something like that. So she invited us there, and then like me and Zach setting up. And like while we setting up, you know, I was feeling myself a little bit because people we see around, we like, bro, we kind of started this generation of clothing, like in Dallas. Like I was like, we kind of, hey, bro, don't do that shit.
Hey, bro, you gonna get tossed out the club, bro?
We was just setting our shit up. I'm like, damn, Zach, I mean, when these niggas started, and then like people walking up to us that's like videographers now, they doing all kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm showing Zach like these niggas reached after us like, when they first bought the damn cameras. I was like, damn, I was like, Swelly is a part of a lot of niggas' journey, and so then I was like, okay, then I'm like, all right. The part I was waiting on, like, these niggas really gonna support us this fucking good. Cause last time we went to an event, we didn't know what to expect. We just brought some shit. It wasn't our best shit. But we just like, all right, we gonna participate, right? But then we like, all right, this time
we stomping with the big dogs,
boy.
Stomping with the big dogs.
And then I got table placement. I don't know if Zach picked that spot. It was like the perfect spot. You walk through the shit.
Yo, the first thing I saw Dante. What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like,
nigga.
The
when we walked through the doorway,
the placement shit was genius. I'm gonna give Zach credit for that. But the whole time, like, we had the most traction. Like, people were fucking with us. And I was being Zach, like, okay. Like, that's how you know. And then we had a lot of people walk up and say, I listen to the podcast. Like, we had the podcast banner on the table. So we trying to promote both. People walking up to the table just because they knew the podcast. They didn't even know we sold clothes and shit. So I was like,
we had a listener said she knew this nigga voice, man.
Yeah, she's like, I knew you sounded familiar. I think she was lying.
Well, I missed that part. I can't look.
Yeah, no, it was after you got there.
Yeah, but like it was a cool event. I felt like, and then that shit brought my spirits back up, and then I was like, damn, life ain't that fucking bad. So to answer your question, I'm about like an 8 right now. So that's
good, man.
For 8, but I'm trying to be vulnerable and like explain why I'm what I am.
I was Yeah, I was in my prayers heavy. All my friends was in my prayers heavy this week. I think just because, I think we just got to be more intentional with our relationships. Like we shouldn't, which is one of the reasons. One of the reasons I left our group chat the other day. I just felt like it was.
I thought that was a mistake, but
no. I left on purpose. And it was because, man, I want the group chat. The group chat is so impersonal. It's not intimate. It's not, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one. And I feel like people use group chats as a cop-out to actually communicate with their friends. Like if a nigga say, oh, man, I put it in the group chat, you know what I'm saying, you saw it. That's not an invite. That's not an invite. That's not, you know what I'm saying, that's not olive branch. So I want to hold myself accountable to be a more intentional friend, like to be like, well, shit. Because sometimes I think what we do, I'll speak for myself, what I do is I reach out to so many people. I feel like I'm so inviting that if I don't hear from people, I let it fester on me. And I get the feeling like, damn, like niggas, I would do this for these niggas. I would do that for these niggas. If they wanted me to pull up, I do. Why the fuck these niggas ain't? Mm-hmm. And instead of looking at myself in the mirror and saying, okay, nigga, what can you do to be a better friend?
That's a very healthy process.
What can you do to be a better friend, bro? And so I was like, I'm not gonna allow my ego to get in my way of being a better friend.
I'm gonna ask you like this now. Do you think group chats are a detriment?
I think they can be. I think what they
because you got to think of the concept of what like group chats like we talk
when group chats first came along, it was started as so you could have an intimate setting where you could talk to all your friends at one time.
Right
now, since group chats are so accessible and they so prevalent, like niggas don't. Group chats are not any place where you can talk about intimate shit no more because you don't want everybody to know what's going on in your life. And there's so many different opinions
to where it's like you don't know people on their wavelength with you to even.
Yeah, so like some shit that you can't really discuss in the group chat. So the group chats for me have become, what they're useful for. Good laughs, a bullshit debate, but it can get monotonous. And I was like, I don't want to do that shit all the time. I want to be able to talk to Dante on the side and have a real conversation. Talk to B Will on the side and have a real conversation. Whoever the case may be, reach out to my friends and just talk about real shit. Or even if I do want to bullshit and talk about music, I can talk just with that opinion and not have to worry about X, Y, and Z jumping in and saying, "No, nigga, that song ain't like that. This song like this." It's like, okay, I'm not discrediting that, but I want to talk about this right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that really helped me lift my spirits. You know what I'm saying, this week because I just was like, damn, like what can I do? I just took a lot of self inventory this week and was like, what can I do to be the best version of myself? A lot of times we want to change shit in our life. Damn, I feel like I'm already on my soapbox. We ain't even.
That's what this kind of vibe for the beat.
I feel like a lot of times it's again me. I want to change shit in my life, but I wake up and do the same shit again. Like it's like, oh man, I want to, I'm anxious this week, or I'm saying, or I'm feeling depressed this week, and it's like, well, nigga, you doing the same shit you've been doing for the last 6 months. What can you do to alleviate those feelings? Okay, the group chat is maybe not for you mentally right now. Okay. Porn, cut that shit out, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying, drinking, maybe you don't need to be drinking as much right now. You need to get up earlier, rise earlier, go take a walk. You know what I'm saying? Meditate, actively force yourself to do those things because it feels like such a chore when you breaking from the norm of your routine. But once you create that new routine, you see how much better it is for your mental. And that's what I've been working on doing this week is slowly but surely creating a new routine. And I would like to say that's got me at a 9 today. I'm a 9. I'm a 9, bro.
I like that.
What about you, B Will? What you is, man?
Man, y'all know what I got going on.
Yeah.
I got honestly like a 7.5.
7.5? Yeah.
The anxiety is weighing on you. That's what it is.
Yeah, nigga. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming, baby. But nah, it's a lot of transition. I think it's gonna be crazy when this podcast, as we continue to grow, like people be able to look and listen and say they witnessed our transition. And I think a lot of times as like, especially black men, bro, people don't get to see us transition. Like they see us one way all the time. And I think that's why a lot of times as friends, you get mad at your friends when they start growing because you feel like they leaving you behind. It's like you're not leaving your friend behind, bro. Like you can grow and still have that connection with your friend. You just want them to grow too.
Very true.
And like I said, like shit And then one thing I did this week that I normally don't do, like I actually just sat with my fucking thoughts. That's why I was at a low. That shit made it worse. Like I was telling my girl back, I was like, bro, you know, like man, fuck all that shit they be talking about on the pod. That shit makes shit worse. Yeah. Cause normally you be like, all right, fuck it, it is what it is.
Nah, I know.
Rolling like you don't get low, but you get to thinking, you like.
Nah, I say you can't do it. You can't. I say don't dwell in it. Now you gotta process the situation for what it is, so you don't find yourself in that predicament again. But when you just soak in it and dwell in it, that's when negativity comes. But you got to learn from any situation that you go through.
Yeah, I don't think sit with it.
Process it.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Process it. Because if I sit with some shit too long, I would depress myself.
My shit was like it's like a slippery slope when you start thinking one negative thought in another.
Oh yeah.
And motherfucker.
I don't think
you be like, God.
And
it's like that shit like compound interest.
This may be a naive quote or my naive thing I'm gonna say. I don't think anybody's that mentally strong to soak and dwell in something and just be normally fine. Now I may be wrong, but that's just a lot for anybody just to mentally and emotionally, because that shit is connected in general. Yeah. For it to be that dark and you just perceive like everything is light.
It's draining too. And then you got to think about, man, the older I get, the more I think about the shit that I really take in. Yeah. Like on all levels, like conversations, interactions, on my cell phone algorithm, on the TV. Like
you're more conscious of stuff.
People, like family members, I'm very because everybody doesn't mean well. Yeah. No matter how well you mean to them, they may not mean that same way to you, and then you wonder why. Like you continuously, you feel a way about certain shit because you taking in all that weirdo activity. Man,
it's crazy when you think about it. Like every time you step outside, you're now adept to different frequencies. Yeah. The only time you're able to really maintain it is when you're in your own peace. And then from there, the things that you allow in your piece can then affect that frequency.
Yeah, I'm really big on self-preservation right now, like guarding myself from a lot of bullshit.
Where did I hear that word today?
I'm guarding myself from a lot of shit, and I don't care who it is, what it is. Like if it's not, you know what I'm saying, adding to the peace that I have, you know what I'm saying. And with my family, I'm not doing it. Because you're not finna steal that from me. You ain't finna do it. You ain't finna do it, bro.
Yeah. So all right. So this shit was pretty deep, right? We can get a little deep. So, you know they got us fucked up. I'm gonna show you how. So last week at the end of the podcast, I ain't gonna let Zach get away with this shit. So last week at the end of the podcast, we were just talking about. I don't even know what we were talking about, but we got it on suicide, right? Mm-hmm. We got it on the suicide topic, and I'm curious now. I don't even want you to tell us what we're going through since we're gonna be open and vulnerable on the pod. This is the place to do it, right? So, Zach, I got a question for you. So, last podcast at the end, we were just talking like I just said. And you said you had a suicide thought. So, my question to you, like, what was going on in your life that made you want to, like, consider, like, suicide?
Yeah, I think shit, I think at the time, bro, I was still myself at the core.
Look back, how old was you? Like, what age was this?
This was when we lived in DeSoto together.
Okay, fresh out of college. Okay.
This was when so I think I was in that post college depression. I think that, you know, a lot of shit was changing in our lives, and I think we was in that in between stage where we were still kind of college kids, but we were still trying to be adults, and you know we were still trying to live a college life, but we still had to be adults to pay bills and shit and keep the lights on in our house. And I think I was struggling with who I was becoming. I really didn't know who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I was struggling with, you know, my personality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to be a nigga that's going to always be on the scene? Or are you going to be a nigga that's going to start to kind of withdraw yourself? And I was struggling
like an identity crisis?
Yeah, I think I just was struggling with how I was growing and where I was growing. Like, what was I fucking doing? And then at that time, I was smoking heavy. Like, y'all know at that I was smoking all the time. Like, I would get off work, you know what I'm saying, smoke. You know what I'm saying? We would go before we get ready to go, smoke. At that, you know, y'all know I'd never smoked leading to that house. Like,
that boy used to talk down on me bad in college. I was like, bitch.
I never smoked until leading up into that house, and I think that it just was a lot going on at that time. And my mom was real sick too. My mom was real sick at that time, and I think that I just felt like, damn, if life is this hard, is it worth living? Like, if it's gonna always be like this, is it worth living? Like, if I'm gonna always be struggling with something, like, internally, is it worth being here?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And at the time, I couldn't find myself, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't find an answer to the question. I didn't know if it was yes and I didn't know if it was no. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of nights I just was, and it was really fucking with me. Like it was affecting like all of my interactions, everything with my girl, with y'all, like with my friends, and I masked it. I was talking about this to somebody the other day. I really was masking it. I was doing because y'all would have never known that.
Nah, hell no.
If you didn't say that shit last episode, that's why I ain't even want to do it.
It's a deep dive.
I was masking it because I was like, man, everybody expected Ziggy to be the fun nigga.
I'm trying to get to the depth of it. Wait, this is when we first moved in there because we was in.
No, this is probably after like a year. Probably after like a year. When we first moved in, I was still riding the high of us having the house.
I'm trying to set the scene in my mind so I can know where we was at.
When we first moved in, I was still riding the high of us having this big ass house. All the parties, we was throwing parties, and we threw something every like month when we first got in. Like whether it was football, whether it was fucking a party, whether it was a spades night, we was having something all the time, and it was people always coming through there. And I think I learned this from y'all during that time. Like I remember I used to get real pissed off. I'm like, man, niggas, like why niggas ain't pulling up, and y'all was like, bro, I really don't care to have people over here like that. And I think that's when I kind of started learning, like, you can't have everybody in your space. Like, you can't have people over here all the time. And I think we was doing so much toxic shit in that house that it was just weighing on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, when I was transitioning from being a fuck boy to try to be a husband.
Yeah.
And that shit was like, that was weighing on me. So I was like, can I be?
I wasn't doing that transition at that time.
Well, I'm saying it was a transition. I'm not saying, but it was like, damn, can you be this? Can you even be? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was hard, bro. It was hard, and I was really trying to figure it out, man. As far as like, just what is life gonna be like post college and how I felt, bro. And then I was scared, bro. I was scared. I didn't know. I felt like I was trapped in my thoughts. Like I felt like I was living in my head.
What's crazy is that time, like I would have never guessed it at that time, like, cause I feel like that was like
that seemed like prime time.
That was prime time, but
really
now
was.
as you saying it, like, cause now I think back on that time of our life, like we just left the college scene, but we was low key really trying to recreate the college scene
at the house,
house, right? And I think now I see when you saying like you had a hard time trying to figure out who you was, what's your new Ziggy, who you want to still be Ziggy, you know what I'm saying? I can understand that. So now I'm thinking about it like, okay, but that goes to show when we say check on your strong friend, because exactly what killed herself at that damn house. That fucked me up. I was like, nigga, I did not know that nigga was sad. So I'm saying, like, so that them moments, and I think we got a lot of pictures that, like, at that time, niggas smiling. Like, we got a lot of fun memories in that bitch.
I believe our keen moments in our friendship
are at that house.
Birthed at that house. Yeah. And people somewhat, and I'm not trying to think big on it, but somewhat of our connection to people and our ideology to people was somewhat birthed from that house. Because people, they'll be like, bro, I remember when I came to y'all spot on that time, y'all was so cool. Y'all was doing big boy shit when y'all was just like fresh out. So we've always had that kind of notoriety in the city. But same time, bro, me speaking from a person just knowing you and not knowing what you were going through, that makes me want to pay more attention to those signs. Because thing is, as a friend, bro, you got to always be observant. Like I always say, you can't check somebody you ain't checking on. Yeah. So even with the way that you mask that, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I probably could have been more like intuitive. Or the thing is, but also it's a 2-part street. Because in the end, if somebody's not open or comfortable enough to talk about it, then it's not gonna get fixed until they want to get it fixed.
Yeah, and I had a lot of bad habits at that time too. Like what I was eating, you know what I'm saying? I was still living like
in college.
I was in college, but my mind wasn't in college anymore. And my mind was trying to tell me, it was trying to send signals to my body like, hey, bro, it's time to grow up.
Yeah.
And when I say grow up, I don't mean like, oh, let me get mature. Yeah. It was just like trying to tell me like, you stepping into another chapter in your life. Yeah. And this shit that you're doing right now, I'm not talking down on nobody. Like, do what you do, but like, this may not work for Zach, nigga.
Yeah, I believe. I believe there's a variety of different ways people think about growing up.
Yeah. And for me, man,
different phases of that.
And for me, and y'all won't know this, but it even made me kind of jaded towards y'all as my brothers. And I had to really check and when I say jaded,
let's talk about it.
Not jealous in a sense, but just like, I think I was so fucking frustrated at how y'all could disassociate yourself from people who didn't mean y'all no good. Okay. And I didn't know how to do that. Like, I didn't understand how like y'all could just be like, oh, they don't fuck with me, fuck them. Like I always wanted to know, like, damn, like why? Like nigga, I love everybody, nigga. Why you don't love me?
Right.
Yeah.
And that shit used to, and I used to look at y'all and I used to be like, I don't like how y'all could just not give a fuck. I couldn't do that.
But even in us not giving a fuck, there's messages in that because I had to learn how to not take things personal. I was not giving a fuck because I was taking shit personal.
Yeah.
It's easier to not give a fuck if I feel like, nigga, you don't fuck me over. All right, well, either it's going to be beef or it ain't going to be nothing at all. I choose nothing at all because beef going to cost us both something.
I think it's the relationship. It depends on who it is. Like, if a nigga I fucks with and you do some shit, like, I'm going to take it personal.
Yeah.
I know B-Wall say he don't. I'm taking that shit personal. Like you did that shit in spite of me, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
because
you
you
purposely went to do this
well,
shit.
like what Kevin Gates say, I wouldn't do you that. Why you do me that?
Yeah.
If somebody I don't really fuck with, he do some shit, I'll be like, okay, he don't fuck with me, I don't fuck
But that's
with
where
me.
that personal come in. That's where I dwell on shit. If I take it personal,
Yeah.
I ain't letting that
See,
go.
I took everything personal.
Yeah.
But I think on the way to move, I think when we got ready to move out that house, I kind of started growing a lot more. Like I think that's when Dante had gave me the book. That's when I picked up reading again. And Dante had gave me Jump by Steve Harvey, and then I backdoored with that Black Privilege.
Yeah,
And then
Charlie
I backdoored that with The Alchemist, and then I backdoored that Dick Gregory book. Then I backdoored that with what's my other book that really changed my trajectory? I feel like how I looked at shit, The Four Agreements.
Yeah.
And so I think I had to start filling my mind with different habits in order so I could get out of that way of thinking. And but it was dark. I feel like it was real dark for a person that I think finds his joy in his family and friends. I also have to be cognizant of how their darkness can affect me and not to take that in.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to do that at the time. I was taking on everything that everybody went through. If B-Walk was going through a sad time, I'm right there with you in the trenches.
You would like leech on it and like whatever you going through, I'm going through it with
Yeah,
you.
and that's
instead of like I'm here to support, but
I don't
have
have
going through it with you.
Your situation is not my situation,
it's
and that's
an emotional
okay. That don't mean
roller
I love you any less.
Yeah.
But I have to protect my peace and also be an olive branch to you.
Right.
Very true.
Like but you did use to expend like all your resources,
Oh,
all
yeah.
your energy, time. Somebody going through it, you going through
Yeah,
it.
like
You could be like,
I
this
could be at work in Frisco, and nigga be like, "Hey man, my granny passed, whatever." I will get off of work and drive all the way to wherever you at, be with you, and then be like, "Bro, all right, I'm gonna come back tomorrow." And it's like, just because you do that don't mean you don't have to do that. Is what I'm saying. You don't have to do that. So that no.
Yeah, but that most definitely that was I think transition. But I think the reason, but when you say you jaded, not the jaded in like the sense of that, but like my transition was not like your transition. That's why I think a lot of people be fucking up. They be like, well, these niggas adapted to this shit well. Why the fuck am I? But I'm just talking about your current situation. At the time you did that. I was already in Dallas for a year before you got back to Dallas.
That's true.
I had to go through my acclimation time by my damn self. Like, my shit was a little difficult because that's when Snapchat was hot. Like, I get on Snapchat, I'm at work, my niggas in the partying, taking shots, kickbacks. I'm like, it's 12 o'clock, nigga, damn.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, fuck, it's Friday. I'm finna go right to the motherfucking, I'm going back out there. So like, I had to go through that. So then when you moved to Dallas and we moved together, I already been out here for a year. And y'all don't know, like, moving in with y'all and people come back to Dallas, and this shit just made it easy on me because I was already back. Now just my niggas here, so I don't I don't have to compete with these niggas having fun and come here because all these niggas in Dallas with me. So it's like, but that first year, that shit was fucking me up just because, like, who the fuck am, like, that's when you see
who am I outside of all of this other shit?
Like, when y'all came, you had niggas here with you, right? Y'all had niggas. I had no fucking body. Like, it was just me. I was like,
and I think on the outside looking in, somebody that don't know. That looks at Dante, they'll be like, oh, he used to that. Dante's a loner anyway. Like,
I am. I enjoy my damn a long time. I just like to be social on my terms.
Yeah, you like to be social with your people too.
Yeah. I can't just walk like something like I told you. And I tweeted it too. Like, it's hard as hell being selective, like socially selective in your friend, a social butterfly. Like that shit. Yeah. When I go with Zach, I be like, this nigga talking to everybody.
You forced to get out your bubble because it's gonna come to the table later.
I'm
not saying out your bubble, but you gonna be drawn to the conversation that you normally wouldn't have.
Yeah, Zach. But like Zach could do some shit like that I know I can't do. Like let's say me and you meet for the first time. I'm Zach and you this new person, or you somebody I know. I'm Zach, but you somebody Zach know. Y'all talking, you be like, hey, this my partner here. Zach start talking to the new nigga that not even person he know, this new nigga that he never met, or this
And
new
put you on one on.
No, that he just talking for 30 minutes. I'm like, Zach, what the fuck are we doing right now? Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
supposed to be leaving or something? He just like having a whole. When he meet a stranger, I feel like he just so inquisitive and like, yeah, I gotta meet this person, learn everything. I'm like, nigga, you can do that shit on your own time.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like, so when I came here, like, I ain't had nobody. I was like, fuck. And then at that time, pride was at all time high. I'm not telling.
Oh yeah.
You're not telling nigga like, damn, I miss y'all, nigga. You ain't doing that
Nah,
shit.
we
You
wasn't
like,
at that place
But
in our
then
life.
that's when you start figuring out like, fuck, I gotta go to work, and then while you at work, you seeing your nigga still kicking. You like, bro, am I doing the right shit?
Man, nobody talks about that post college
Post-college stress disorder.
yeah, post college stress disorder, whatever you want to call it, like
anxiety or whatever.
yeah, it's like that crisis after you grad. It's like what they call a post college depression too.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
can see that.
you just a lot of people go through it, and like I didn't realize it how many people went through it. My bad, I don't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you good. Go ahead.
But I didn't realize how many people go through it until I graduated and I finally kind of felt comfortable being on the other side. And niggas would be like, man, I just graduated, bro. I feel like I'm not doing shit right. I feel like I ain't got shit. I feel like I'm just out here, and I was able to kind of speak to my experience with them, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing, cause you literally just get dropped off in the world. Like, all right, nigga, you got a degree and you got all this debt. Go figure it out.
Exactly. That's exactly how it be.
Nah, facts. I had that. When we first moved into the house, I was struggling with that hard. Because I was like, bro, did I make the right decision?
I remember.
Because,
Yeah.
like, bro, I went from thinking I'm accepting a big boy job in Dallas to them trying to have me selling bamboo pillows and Sam's.
I remember that shit.
And I'm like, fam,
My
like,
nigga B-Walk had so many jobs when we first moved in there, bitch.
I said, what the hell? I said, bro, what?
that nigga was switching jobs. That
B-Walk
nigga
he had the insurance, he had the pillow joint,
Bro.
he had the Carter Blood, he did everything.
Man, hey, bro, went from that to I said, fuck it, I got to do something else. They fired me because I was taking it. I said, bro, the nose, man, I don't eat. I just moved into a house. I got to hold up my share of the bargain. I ain't going to be the nigga that get in and be like, oh, the nigga don't drop the ball.
Yeah.
Y'all would have thought of me different if I would got in there and dropped
That's
the ball.
how I felt too, though.
So I was
Yeah,
like, no.
But I think that one at that house we did learn like how to become better men, because like everybody had that pressure like I'm not gonna be the one not paying the bill.
Yeah,
Like,
True.
I'm not gonna be the one nigga like, hey bro, I'm gonna have to pay y'all back next Tuesday. No,
Yeah.
That wasn't a conversation that was had in the house.
We never had that conversation.
no.
whatever that due date was, everybody money was there.
I don't give a fuck if you got the scrape,
Win, lose,
And
or
that
draw.
steal,
all
and
the time.
kill. You better
You
have
catch
your
somebody
money.
eating sandwiches for the next week, but
And
hey,
then,
that bill
And
paid.
then one point in time, I don't know how we paid rent because nobody had a job.
Facts.
And
No,
we all still we like, hey nigga, I'm not gonna.
bro,
be
I remember
short.
one day we all came in and I was like, man, I quit today. That nigga Dante was like, shit, me too. And B-Walk was like, yep. And I was like,
I like, we
bro,
gotta-
we was all sitting in the living room where everybody had quit their job. Like, and it was funny because niggas, like, everybody had kind of quit their shit at different times, but then nobody really want to say it to the other nigga.
Yeah.
Because I had quit my job on like a Thursday. And like one day Dante was like, damn, you off work today? I was like, hell, Dante had quit his job like on a Monday. B-Walk had quit his shit on like a Saturday.
Boy.
And then we was just kind of in the living room, and I was like, yeah, I finally just broke. I was like, bro, I quit my job. They was like, damn, for real? I was like, yeah. And that nigga B-Walk was like, yeah, I quit my shit too, probably like 2 days ago. Dante was like, yeah, I've been quit too.
Yeah.
So we was
I
like,
might have been quit before they quit. I was like, well, that shit since y'all saying, yeah, I ain't had no job. And then these niggas went to get a job at the company I'm working with now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They went to work. They working for about 2 months. I still wasn't working. I like that's when like I was really figuring like that's how I knew I could sell clothes.
Yeah.
I was selling the shit at them shirts, nigga. I like I'm gonna have this.
Nah, that
rent.
was his job,
I was
bro.
flipping them bitches. That's when I had them bitches in the trunk. Nigga, I'm like, where you at, nigga?
Yeah.
I'm coming. Like, so then when rent was due, that's when I first got that pass. Like, bro, I really can do this shit. Like,
Yeah.
this shit is possible just because I did it out of like survival. Now I know like, damn, if I get better shit. If I ain't got to stress on selling them bitches, I can just still put myself in a situation. I'm like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like if we don't sell shit today, like ain't nobody gonna feel like, damn, I can't eat. But it was like
Shit was sold,
at one
nigga.
point in time, like nigga, I had to sell these bitches to eat. Like nigga, that's how I'm
Yeah.
making money. And I was
Nah, real deal.
damn, it's crazy now that we're reflecting on the old.
Nah, I got a real deal
Kathy
appreciation.
Drive, right? Not Kathy.
513 Kathy
Nah,
Drive, 5K boys for
I
life.
have a
nigga.
real appreciation for Harold because I was with him when I got notice of the job that we in now.
Right.
Cause I remember, bro, life insurance, even though it's needed, it's such a depressing industry.
Yeah.
Like that shit is depressing, and I can't be around that kind of energy. I remember I dipped on them. They said, "Come back, go to lunch and make some calls." Bro, I never went back. And that was the time. I think that was around the time Harold, his pops had passed, and I just went to. I didn't have no reason to go over there. I just went over there and kicked it with him.
Yeah.
Just literally went over there and kicked it with him. And at that point in time, caught wind from our good friend Adria. Now you looking for a job? Said hell yeah. Rest is history.
Yeah, like at first I was like on the cool when I was setting my shit. I like, bro, I think I'm not finna ever get a job. I think I can pull this off.
Yeah.
But then you niggas coming in to my bro, I like this job. I like, they ain't never heard niggas say they like jobs. And then I got that bitch and I've been stuck at this motherfucker for
Hey, bro.
5 years.
and still been able to sell
It's a
shit.
good place to work, though,
And I
man. I ain't
still
gonna
fuck
lie.
with the job though, so it ain't like
Facts.
But but all right, so let's move on to a topic.
Let's talk about some shit. We talking about us. Let's talk about something.
Suicide, depression. What else we saw? We had a lot of key words in here.
No, we talked about a lot of shit, man. We talking about a lot of shit.
We on the clock.
All right, so we is on the clock. So I got a question for you. So I'm gonna let y'all know on the listen. I'm watching the new Fresh Prince. I just stopped watching it like the second, third episode. I ain't gonna.
You ain't even got into shit.
No, I'm gonna wait till the season finish. That's how I watch shows. But I did it just for topic.
He
purposes.
breaking out of his. That's him breaking out the algorithm,
Yeah,
man.
man. I can't be, you can't tell me when to watch show. I'm gonna watch them bitch when I want to. But
Understood.
So I got a question for you. Like, why do respect mean so much to men? Like, why does it? And then like, why do it mean so much to us to the point that you're willing to put you willing to risk your life for? Like, why would you risk your life for your respect? Like, what is respect that make us feel like if you don't respect me, nigga, I'll die about it?
You ready to have
like,
this?
what? So let's since we're being vulnerable now, I want to let's break it down. Why do men feel like if we need to be respected? Because honestly, like a lot of niggas demand respect, but ain't gave no damn respect. Like I said, if a nigga walk in right now, like. In your mind, you like he gotta respect me. He don't even know you. So what is that for men? Like,
so let's before we talk, we want to see how deep we want to get into this. You want to talk about the color respect or the societal
Let's
respect?
talk about all of it.
Because then we're gonna have to talk about the slavery conversation.
No,
We're not doing that. We're not fucking.
So that's what I'm saying between us,
I'm just talking about we just say as
black man, because most of the time that's where sometimes the mismanagement or the miscommunication of respect comes.
But
Personally,
what I'm saying is, I get the respect. I'm saying, why would we like? Why does it mean so much to us though? Like, why?
Because I mean, I look at it in the sense of your word. That's all you have, your respect. Because the thing is, if you are somebody that somebody will openly respect, I feel like me personally, if you openly respect me, you'll block my progress because you don't respect me. So that means you'll go over your way to knock me down, take something out of my hand, take money out of my pocket, take food out of my mouth. Because you don't, in a sense, respect me. Not to say go back to slavery, but the white man didn't respect you. So that's why it was a priority to make sure you didn't win. So if I look at it like you would just disrespect me, then you make it a priority to make sure that I lose.
Right.
And I'm not losing.
So like so what I'm asking is like why does it mean so much to you now? Like why? I know I get the white black. I'm not
Yeah,
you ain't
whatever.
gotta explain that to me. I'm the nigga to get that. But I'm just saying like let's just say if Zach come in and do something like when you just said I'm gonna take it personal. Like that mean you feel like you were disrespected. Like so why can't we as men like somebody do something that's disrespectful to you and be like I bet chalk it up good have a good day sir.
It takes growth. It takes growth. Because thing is you got to go through things and understand how to process situations. I've gone through plenty of situations where I've been able to process situations, and now it doesn't mean that much to me anymore because now they don't get 4 agreements. Don't take it personal. The way you feel about me don't have shit to do with me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what our relationship is for me to unpack things and understand why you got to that way. But if you somebody I don't know, hey bro, it's all about frequencies. I can allow you to give me that frequency and knock mine off, or I can just keep it pushing and maintain my frequency at what it is. Now that's where I've grown to, but some people got to go through that growth on their own.
Okay, yeah, because I'm the same way now. I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck if you respect me or disrespect me. Long as you don't touch me.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I draw a line. But you can say what you want at this point because like, I don't really give a fuck. And I feel like I have solidified my life to a point where I know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do believe it's the immaturity of not immature as a man, just you really don't know who you are. So now you fighting for this nigga that you believe exists, but this nigga ain't who he is because in your mind you ain't yourself yet.
Yeah.
You're battling like Zach was and he got out of college. Like now that he need respect because he don't know who the fuck he is. So he demands you to respect him. So like what is that for us? Why do we do that?
I think it's a respect. I think is needed in a sense, but it's the mutual respect that's needed. It's not that dominating respect to where it's like a hierarchy to where you feel like nigga, I'm big bro, you need to respect me. I'm dad, you better respect me. You know what I'm saying? You're boss. You better respect me.
A superiority complex.
Like, why though?
Yeah, but I think the biggest part about it is it's like when they talk about in the book The Way of the Superior Man, the death to ego. Like, if you want to be successful, you have to really kill your ego. Like, you have to wake up every morning and look in the mirror and kill your ego. And if you can do that, then you allow yourself to not get caught up in the game that is, I need this respect. I need to be addressed this way. You need to treat me like this. I need to drive this kind of car. I need to wear these kind of clothes in order for me to feel like this is my identity. That in reality, none of that shit makes up your identity.
Right.
But I think, it's that need to feel. It's like clout. It's almost just like Instagram, like Twitter, like the retweets, the likes. I need this to make me feel like this.
Ain't it crazy though when you think of the concept of ego? So many people got successful off of thriving off their ego. It pumped their mind up to like entertainers.
Yeah.
They pump their ego to a character, and they really be that character. But in the demise of it, ego can devastate people, devastate communities. Wars are started off of ego.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know if it's the proper term, catch-22, where it's two sides of the coin.
Yeah,
Ego just has two sides of it to where you can see what happens.
I think as men though, we thrive off of it because it's kind of ingrained in us that, like, if you don't respect me, then you ain't shit or whatever. Like, or if you don't got respect, that you ain't shit. When in actuality, all that shit is a word.
Yeah.
Nah,
Literally, all it is a word, and you decide what affects you and what doesn't. You decide what you deem as disrespect and what you don't. And I'm to the point now where I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I do not care what you think. I respect myself.
Right.
And that's the most important thing for me. And I'm not gonna be crash dummy for no nigga, nobody that you know what I'm saying, over behind some respect or behind my name or behind some clout. I'm not doing it because for what?
And then, like you said,
Then I end up shot up dead, ran over, spilled out, and you like, damn, my nigga Ziggy had respect though.
And nobody wins.
niggas gonna
The
respect
fuck, nigga? That respect gonna get buried right
And
with
then
my ass.
a lot of time, respect is subjective on the fact that if you think you can whoop that person ass.
So
It's how you view people. Like, it's how you view people on the social hierarchy. Like,
Yeah,
if you think this
can whoop
person's a
your ass,
loser,
yeah.
you need to. They better respect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why if you realize, I don't call nobody little bro.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't call nobody big bro. Everybody is my.
Well, I'll call two niggas, they my actual brothers.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I don't have no associates that I'll be like, what's good, big bro? What's
Yeah, I don't
good,
care
little
when I met you, how I met you, if you older than me, if you young. I view everybody as my side by side, bro. I don't look at no nigga as, like, you know what I'm saying, above me or beneath me. I think everybody is my equal. And I treat people as such.
And I believe you discover that when you actually understand your character.
True.
Because character is like you treating everybody the same. Treating somebody who cannot do anything for you the same way you would treat somebody that can do everything for you.
Yeah. Nah, respect a motherfucker though. Respect is like another word for clout. I really believe that. Like, niggas want
You can say that because thing is, in general, when somebody's like, clout is all looked at as positive. Now they look at the negative as trolls.
Yeah.
But clout is the respect, the adulation, the praise, everything that you look at. That's what everybody want to see in their comments.
Facts.
But once they see the trolls, that's what they react to more.
Yeah.
I like that. So I got another. We gonna keep it in this range.
You let us know, director.
No, I'm looking at the time. I got you. I promise we gonna get up out of here on time. So I think I got a question for you. So I'm just testing the boundaries to see how honest we can be on this pod.
All right, we'll
So,
say stop, nigga.
Be honest. When was the last time you admitted out loud that you were scared? Or have you ever said it out loud out your mouth?
Yeah.
Like, damn,
Yeah, I have.
And if you haven't, what was the last time? Just you can say, because I go first. I never said it out loud. I'm just be real. Why y'all think? Because I know y'all didn't read the question. So I'm gonna go first, and then while I'm talking, y'all can think. So like, I never said it out loud. Like, damn, I'm scared. But I do have a fear. Like, I'm not scared of a lot of shit. Like, honestly, I'm not scared of a lot of shit. I'm gonna be real. Like fuck it. But like lately, it's been more the pressures, like relationship shit. Like now that I have like pretty much. I ain't gonna say adopted because that's a fucked up word.
We was talking about this shit the other day.
Have this person in my life that low key, I ain't gonna say she depends on me as if she couldn't survive without me. I don't want to put that narrative out there, but we do have
I've created a family, man.
We have created a dynamic of where each one of us is one of us taking out of this equation.
You would like to have that person in your life,
right.
Regardless,
So like now. I have certain fears and shit. Like, damn, it's not even like a fear of pressure. I don't give a fuck about that. I think I maintain with that well. But it's more the fear if I don't come through, this shit might not.
Do you
work.
feel like you got you have now obligations from the setting that you set?
No. I don't view it like obligation because I chose
Not in a
to
bad
be-
way. Not in a bad way.
Not even a negative way. It's just not even like obligation. Cause everybody has shit to do in their
Yeah.
life. You don't got to be with a partner. You can just have obligations to yourself. You know
Everybody,
what I'm saying?
you got to pay. Yeah.
But like this person depends on me to come through, right?
Yeah.
So now the only really fear I be having is like if I do not come through, because when we was in like what's it called? Like I was like, all right, nigga, if I don't pay rent, I know me and my niggas gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But now it's to the point where I get to the point like, all right, I gotta do a lot of the figuring out if this shit don't go right on my behalf. Cause I don't want to come up half stepping.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's the only thing that really scared me. Like when it comes to relationship shit to provide, like that shit be like if I do not pull this shit off, cause like be honest, there's no foolproof, no training. No, it's no plan. Like some of the shit just happened. You know what I'm saying? So like, so that shit scared the fuck out of me. Like if I don't, cause now I feel like Zach said, I done built it. Like I'm sticking out. I have made a commitment in my mind. I realize this is where I'm at for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So it's no like how we was in college. Like man, if I fuck up, I
could just go.
Yeah.
I can just
Now
dip. Yeah.
I've already committed in my mind.
I can
like,
retreat.
This is where I'm gonna be at. So like that shit scares the fuck out of me. So I'm gonna say it out loud now. I ain't never had it out loud. I ain't never said I was scared out loud, but out loud now, like a nigga out here scared of shit.
That's real. That's the pressures of, you know what I'm saying, committing to something long term is very, especially in a generation where we don't have to do that. Like we update our phone every fucking year. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing really too permanent right
Yeah, it's nothing. The most permanent thing in your life prior to your girl is probably your PlayStation.
Yeah. So
I mean, if you think about it, that you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you did that. Cause yesterday when I was packing to go to that event, I put them hats in the suitcase. She like, "Were you leaving me?" I like, "Nah, my PlayStation's still in there."
you see?
That to be the first thing I
As
packed.
long as that's stationary, it ain't going
PlayStation
nowhere.
first thing I packed.
But you know what I'm saying? Like that's real though. Like, and it's funny that I think that's a lot of men's, like when they say, if you ask them this question, like when was the last time you said you were scared out loud, it's gonna have to do with commitment.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's the same thing. After I proposed to my wife, you know what I'm saying? After that, then shit, everything started moving fast as hell. Fast as hell. Like the night before I proposed, nigga, I was in my car crying, nigga. Like tears, nigga, like shit. Because I felt the pressures. Not because of like I didn't want to be with her, not because, but I felt the pressures of what was gonna come with that. Because now, you know, it make you understand like why your dad was always the first nigga up in the house.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the first nigga up. In
Like
this
you,
bitch.
and the reason is because you got to be up early in the morning, ready to lead your family before they ever open their eyes. You got to have that kind of vision, and it's scary because you like, I've had that vision for myself.
Yeah.
I don't feel fucked up if I do some shit and it don't go right, because then I'm only fucking me up.
Now you done made the line leader, and it's on you.
But
player.
now if I fuck up, everybody that's
It's
following
a
this
domino
vision
effect.
behind me, it's gonna fuck up them too.
Yeah.
So now people are dependent on you, and it's an accountability thing, and not dependent on you like they need you to survive, but they depend on you because you know you are a big part of their life, and they want to follow your lead. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit it's scary, bro. Like that shit is scary. And so like to answer your question, like when we started looking at venues, like we got engaged, we was looking at venues like the next fucking week. And I was like, bro, I swear to God, we went to a venue and we saw the whole venue, nigga, and we left the venue, nigga. I had to stand outside and just kind of like breathe, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm scared. I was like, you know, I was like, you know, she was like, what you scared of? She was like, you know, you said second guesses. I was like, no. I want to marry you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to marry you. I said, but, you know, I've never had somebody outside of my family, and not even my family, that my mom and them don't depend on me.
Yeah,
They don't depend on me.
That's what I'm saying. Like prior to this, is like, nigga, you got people that depend on you to be the best person you can be.
Yeah, for yourself. Like,
Yeah. But now it's like, nigga, this shit here is pressure. It's a pressure I ain't never felt before, and it's nothing that you can really get advice on how to do because everybody pressure is different. So it's like, but I think forums like this and open communication with your friend, because I see you be Will talk all the time. You be Kurt, like
Yeah.
Jeff,
You have to.
You got a brotherhood of people that have done what you did or in the process of doing what you're doing. It's like, so it's like now you have a resource of people to like, hey man, this shit going on. How would you like? Okay, I do it professionally, but like I got this shit going on. Like,
Facts.
How would you go about this? And then you just compile your data from like 7-8 different resources and be like, all right, this is the direction I'm gonna go. But I do
It's
that shit.
it's power amongst counsel, bro.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
getting information from people that you really trust. Like, and it's almost like if I could flip the quote, that the famous 50 Cent quote where he say,
Go, shawty.
"It's your birthday."
Oh, we still funny on the pod. Y'all got us fucked up.
No, like where he say, my granddad said, you know what I'm saying, don't talk to a motherfucker that ain't got shit because they can't tell you how to get shit. And not that deep, but like you're saying, like, if you're at where I'm trying to get, I need to be having conversations with you. Like I can't talk to some of my friends who not married about how to have a successful marriage.
It don't make sense. It don't make
And
sense.
you can take the meat and leave the bone. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do that. Like, all my friends' information that they give me.
That was a perfect pause.
Yeah. All of my friends who give me information about marriage or about relationships, I take some of it, but I don't take all of it because I can't. Your situation may not be applicable to what I'm actually going through, type shit. But I think that that was the last time I said out loud openly I was scared, because I was like, this is not.
You said it out loud, not just like you thought.
No, I said it to her.
Okay.
And I said, because it made me realize this is no longer my life. This is our life, and that's heavy. And a lot of men's fear comes from commitment. And I don't know why. I think because commitment means accountability beyond yourself.
Oh.
Maybe that's what it is. I think that's what it was for me. Like, my stepdad used to always tell me, like, when I first moved back home after we moved out that house, I was never home. Hated being home. I was like, I ain't finna be here. I'm gonna be out all goddamn day at night. I come home at night. And he was like, you fear being challenged. And me and him argued. I was like, nigga, I don't fear being challenged. Nigga, I get up every day. I go to work, nigga. He was like, nigga, that's not challenge. He said, nigga, that's responsibility. He said, you don't go to work, you don't eat, you don't drive your car, you don't have clothes. He's like, nigga, that's just a means to an end. He said, that's not challenge. He was like, you fear being held accountable beyond yourself, nigga. And that comes from commitment. When you commit to shit, you are being held accountable beyond yourself. Like, beyond Ziggy, beyond B Will, Dante, B Walk, we're being held accountable beyond ourselves. We're being held accountable for something bigger than ourselves. And that was scary to me. Still scary, but I'm navigating it.
I got you.
So,
boy, I've been over here thinking, dog.
Yeah, it's your
Man,
turn.
Nigga. Nah, because the thing is,
the water
like,
boiling now, nigga.
nah, not for me. It's
you might
always
as well
cool.
go and jump
Go
in.
ahead, jump in that bit.
No, I mean, shit, because I've really been thinking, and the only thing I can say I'm not scared of, but it's bothered me.
Okay.
Because I'm not scared of too many things. I live my life knowing I'm not in
No, I'm
control.
scared of a lot of shit.
Nah, this is the thing.
The more you start thinking,
Well, I
shit
say
you're
this.
scared of, you
I'm scared of a lot of
I'm
shit.
scared of, like, not material things, but like realistic shit.
Okay.
Like, I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm not touching no snakes. Like, it's certain shit like that.
Okay.
Like, I'm that tangible shit. But I'll say one thing I can say. It irks me and it challenges me and it actually bothers me to an extent is trying to figure out why I'm still single.
So okay. I'm trying to phrase this so we can fit the topic. Let's make it a fear or scared. So, are you scared?
I'm not scared.
I'm finna ask you a question now. Are you scared that you could possibly end up alone?
No,
Why?
because I don't believe I'll be alone.
Why not?
It's just not going to happen in the timing that I thought it would be.
I got you.
So I will find somebody.
You said I'm gonna get somebody.
No, it's not even that. Because the thing is,
One of
it's
your
like-
daughters is coming home with me.
The situation is not nobody is attracted to me. Nobody wants me. But the thing is, it's a choice both ways. And the thing is, the people that I've chosen haven't chosen me, and the people that have chosen me, I haven't chosen them.
Oh.
So you get to the point where, all right, what else do you have to do, or stuff that you don't need to do, or take away, or fast, or take a change, or stop saying before it meets that mesh? Because I know what it feels like to be in a blissful, loving relationship.
Yeah.
I know exactly. I know what it feels like to be ready to propose and start getting other females out your mind. I've been there. But my journey has
For sure
been,
process.
I've gotten there and had to shut that shit off and get back into the streets.
Back to the streets.
So I'm to a point where I'm mature enough to understand both sides of the coin. I don't judge neither side because I've been in both areas. But at the same time, I'm not budging for me.
Right.
In the same way, I wouldn't want you to budge in any form for you. Come to the table, you, and we'll figure out the rest as long as we able to bond and mesh.
Okay. You ever been scared, nigga? Well, I know you.
Niggas say ever scared, nigga? Well, I thought you just might.
Well, yeah. So, like, I guess we're gonna. Damn, I had a small topic, but we got to start wrapping up. How long we been potting?
Hold on,
we
get
got
5 minutes. Quick draw, McGraw.
All right, I got a quick topic. I got a quick topic. So while watching that show, right, the Fresh Prince show, and the thing that I did not like, so this is I resonated with someone on this show a little bit more than I think the world did, right? Right. So I'm gonna talk about Carlton, right?
Hold
So,
on.
like, yeah, no, cause everybody saying Carlton ain't shit. Carlton like he ain't right.
Nigga like
I'm
playing.
finna
He like
say,
playing with that
Alright,
nose
look.
candy.
Alright, but
Boy, booger
I
sugar.
ain't talking about the new drug Carlton.
Alright.
I'm just
Hey,
talking about this character, right? I'm just
Okay.
like what he's going through, and everybody making fun of him like he ain't shit, blah blah blah. But like people don't understand that this nigga whole world has been turned upside down like
Yeah.
overnight
By his cousin.
by his cousin.
That
So,
he
like,
just really kind of met.
So and then like.
And it's like everybody like him more than his cousin almost. His
Right,
cousin,
his-
he's
his-
more likable.
Yeah.
His cousin is taking all his accolades, all his shine.
All this shine.
But then in the background, his cousin wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for his parents.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, nigga, y'all the ones that really harm me. You helping this nigga take over my life, right? So I feel like, and I watch the show, like I get the Fresh Prince shit. Like I understand why people like him. He's more likable. It's how the show is built. But I don't feel like nobody's looking at Carlton
He
like
taking his girl.
yeah, he taking everything from this
And
nigga.
I got a bad take, but I don't care. I'm getting this off.
Yeah.
Laura Wilkes is weak as fuck on that show. That girl
From going from
going from Nia Long
Nia Long.
to the new shorty. Come on, fam.
Oh
yeah, that was
I ain't gonna never down. a
which
black
one? Hold
woman.
on. Which one is worse, Laura or Franklin girl?
Oh, I don't even.
Which one? Is
I don't even know
worse?
where the fuck she came from.
Hey, dog.
I
He
don't
got
know.
an auntie.
Who the fuck is Frank? Oh,
He got an
cell phone.
auntie.
I ain't started.
He got an auntie.
So
He is dating Aunt
hold on.
Ville's.
We'll see, we run out of time. So,
All
back,
right,
so,
go on,
so,
go on,
so
go on.
back to the question: like, have you ever had a time in your life where, like, everything has just like you went from either really really bad to really really good, like damn, or you had from really really good to bad, and it's because someone has took. Damn, we probably the niggas taking everybody shine, but have you ever had a moment where you felt like, damn, my status is being threatened by this nigga here? It even got to be like you ever felt like, damn, this nigga here is really like doing their damn thing. And, like I'm finna be obsolete. I'm not even finna be
I've never
relevant.
felt inferior to anybody else. I don't put myself in that kind of mental light.
I can say it was just my cousin because I had to step into his footsteps going to school.
Yeah,
He was a top dog at my high school.
yeah.
So I had to come in with that weight on my back of having to have be that same person.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, you ain't nothing like your cousin, or you ain't nothing like. I'm like, damn, I'm me.
Right, I'm Big
Yeah.
Will shit.
Right, don't compare
so
me,
you,
Nick.
So you had pressure of just living up to the expectations of somebody else. Okay, see that's another thing that could be talked about. So I go and I had a moment, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that they could be better than me, right? But I think they have more potential than I did at the time, right?
Gotcha.
So when we started like the Swelly shit, and we kind of I ain't say we fell off on the clothes, but we started the pod, and that was like our focus, right? So then we had I'm gonna shout niggas out. I still fuck with these niggas. Like my nigga MJ had Threaded, right? I was like, damn, them niggas taking off. Like, shit, in a minute, they might even be looking for our shit. Then we had, like, Aaliyah pop her shit off. I don't even know the name of her brand because she got, like, 3 different things.
Wop shop.
The WAP shop. I'm talking about, so what is,
The
like,
WAP
the
shop.
man, you know, she got, like, the 3, she killing shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's another time, like, all right, they fuck on her. And then that's when we was getting our new shit ready. We like, all right. I'm like, bro, I don't know if niggas really gonna fuck with this shit just because the city got some niggas that I think had the potential to, like, go to the next level, right? So I can see it for a lot of people. So that was a moment I was like, man, we got to hear it. Like, it was the pressure on myself, like, this shit don't work. I'm going to just be done, right? So I had moments like that. Then I had moments like B. Will talk. I had an older brother that was an amazing fucking athlete. Had a younger brother that's an amazing athlete. And I was like, bro, I got this pressure. I'm, like, in between these niggas, so I got to be good at something. So I had them pressures with, like, let me ask you, Zach. I feel like you had a lot of life shit happen to you. Have you ever had a moment, like, you felt like your spot was finna be taken?
Yeah, I think I talk about it often. Having a blended family when it comes to siblings has been very hard for me. Not that I'm older, because I know how to deal with it now, but feeling like, you know, being the oldest and having the expectation of being the oldest, but also having that expectation of, oh, Zach, all right, he good, he's fine, and seeing my siblings have everything that I wish I had as a kid. And, you know, when they came into my life, I was excited to have them. But the older I got, the more I kind of felt like, damn, like,
Yeah, some jealousy towards your siblings.
yeah, like why they got this? Why they get to grow up in the same house?
Yeah, I know
with the same parents? Why they get to grow up and go to the same schools their whole life? Why they never had to live in no apartments? Like why? Like why y'all? Why? And it took me a minute to you know understand, like to grow older. I just feel like, you know, God placed those you know obstacles in my life because He had to prepare me to be the best older sibling that I could for my brothers and sisters. And now I realize that when we have conversations, because I'm strong enough to handle anything that they probably gonna go through, because I went through real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw shit that they never saw. Like I deal with shit that they never would have to deal with, because I had to switch schools 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I had to live in different apartments and houses and jump the gates and shit to get in the house. And I was a latchkey kid to catch the bus. I had to, you know what I'm saying, we was on WIC and all of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Typical, you know what I'm saying, black kid growing up in middle America type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and they didn't experience that. So I think I was like, damn, like, it was one time, bro, I never forget, my dad got married to his wife now, my brother's mother's. And me and her didn't get along for the longest. Like, and me and my dad was super close. Like, super. Me and my dad are like, Big Zach is my nigga. If anybody know me, they know that. And she came into his life, and I started feeling like me and him was growing apart. It was a part where I didn't see my dad for like 1.5 years, almost 2 years, because me and her didn't get along. And my mama was like, I'm not sending my son over there with this woman who she said, because I don't trust that. And now I'm not finna do that. And I didn't see my dad for like 2 years. We was mad close. And then my brother started being born. And I felt like that was all kind of taking my place in my dad's life. And I didn't know how to like navigate that space. And that shit broke my heart. It was a point where I went into my dad's house and there was pictures of all of his kids. All of them except me.
Damn.
And I felt like, and it was because me and her relationship wasn't the best, and I felt like she was trying to X me out of the life. And so I went to my dad and I was crying. I was like, if somebody came in and looked at this house, they would think you only got 3 sons. And so to answer your question, yeah, I have dealt with that. And I thank God we all in a better place now as a family. But I realize, you know what I'm saying, that you pray for your siblings to have better lives than you, especially your younger siblings. Like, and I realized that my parents didn't have it when I was coming up. So you can't be mad at them because I grew up with my parents.
Right.
My dad was an immigrant. That nigga came to America at 22. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't know shit that was going on over here. I grew up with my dad, going to work with him. I grew up with my mama, going to the salon shop with her. Like, I grew up with these people. So, like, though I respect them in a parent light, like, I saw them at their lowest. My siblings getting them after they've lived life and they on a better trajectory. So I can't be mad at that. That's what you work for.
Right.
So
yeah. So for all the listeners out there, you know, y'all should listen to some niggas do some venting and shit. But I think it's that time, B.O.
Think it's that time.
Zach, you think it's that time?
it's that goddamn time. Oh, that's why they say it sound like ass.
He probably still sound like ass. I'm gonna just talk over it, but we gonna have to re-record this. Like, I can hear that hoe sound like ass.
I want to do the ad-lib. I'm talking about live. I'm talking about the new version.
Don't get me started this, okay?
Hey, you finna turn to DJ Swelly.
Hey, man, this is the part of the podcast where we give y'all a little bit of game, and it's always free. It could be spiritual. It could be entrepreneurial. Not to say that we know anything, but if you feel it, man, take it, apply it to your life. If not, shit, we appreciate you for listening, man.
I got the song of the week.
Okay, cool. My free game is stop trying to have revenge success.
Hold on, preach again. Hold on, preach, Master Ziggy.
You're gonna get 2 shoulder slaps.
Slap him again for me.
Stop trying to have.
Slap his ass again for me.
Stop trying to have revenge success, bro.
What that mean?
And basically that means like niggas who
Sound like Dr. Evil.
when you feel slighted or you feel like your whole plight is like,
I gotta do it to shit on these niggas.
When I get on, I'ma shit on these niggas because they didn't show me no love. Or when I get on, man, fuck the niggas who were never there for me. Or when I get on, that girl that didn't want to give me, I'ma shit on. Stop looking. That is not gonna pan out.
You know, Dr. Evil ass nigga.
That's not gonna pan out. If that's the only reason you want to achieve your status of success, so you can downplay somebody else or go back and shit on somebody who shit on you, you wasting your time. That means when you get to that success, you ain't gonna never be happy because you didn't do it for you.
For sure.
So stop
I
trying
had
to.
moments like that.
Yeah, stop trying to have revenge success.
I like that shit.
It's kind of like revenge sex. It's not really.
That shit be lit though.
You know,
It do, but it's very toxic. Very toxic trait. Buy these Swelly shorts like I'm finna do. I need my shorts, please.
Oh shit, there you go.
I need
man.
my shorts. That's my free game. Support black business with black money,
I
okay?
appreciate
Buy
it.
your shorts. These shorts taking over the
Them
summer.
hoes
them
clean
hoes
as
gonna
fuck.
Hey,
Take them out so they can see the emboss
Nah, I
on
am.
them.
I
Yeah.
why you taking me? I'm gonna do my free game. So my free game is like never stop. Oh, I forgot I got dogs. They like shit like that. They like what the fuck is going on? Yeah, you good. All right, but yeah, there you go to shorts. Go to shorts. You know, Blue gonna jump on your lap. You know, like nigga turned up now.
Yes, sir.
Them hoes fire as fuck.
Yeah, you let them know. Let them know, people. But my free game, man, is this for all like the entrepreneurs, and not even just like entrepreneurs, just people in general, man. It's a little voice in the back of your head that give you guidance, bro. Like listen to that hoe. Like if you think you can, I think we were talking to people yesterday, Zach, at the pop-up shop. People walking up to it like, y'all brand so dope. I like, bro, they like, we trying to get on y'all level. I like, how long y'all been doing? They like, we doing it for like 5 months. I like, nigga, we been doing shit for like 5 years. Nigga, like, this shit didn't like look like this when we first started. It probably looked like how your shit looked.
Boy.
And then they was like, bro, I think I can do that. Like, bro, listen to yourself. And they were like, you got any advice? I said, I can tell you a lot of shit about clothes. I said, but it ain't gonna be beneficial until you go through certain shit. But then I gave my Instagram, like, you can DM me certain questions, but I can't just spitball information to you. But I said, bro, you got somebody, I mean, you got people in your corner, and then listen to yourself. You can guide your way into any kind of situation that you're trying to get yourself into. Okay. And I told them, if you listen to the opposite voice in your head, you can deter yourself from any kind of situation as well. So I told them, I said, your brand gonna be as big as you want it to be.
Facts.
So that's my free game for all the listeners out there. And I just want to do another shout out. Shout out to Aaliyah. I want to say that again. I told her I was gonna wear the shit.
Shout
on
out to the
pod.
WAP shop,
Shout out to
man.
the WAP shop. You know, I told her, I said, when I bought my shit, I said, Zach ain't gonna be the only niggas wearing this shit on the pod. But yeah, man, go support her as well, man. She got dope
That's
shit
my
coming.
nigga, man.
And then Zach told her we got a collab coming, but Zach said, stop talking about it, let's do something about it. So the ball is in her court. Well, I ain't gonna say it's both in our court. We gotta do some shit.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, but another episode. Oh, for the shorts, they'll be on sale at some point in time this week. We got some promotion shit we gonna do, but just keep checking for that. Swelly shop gonna be open. You know, like I said, the podcast listeners always get a discount. So whatever I say, this, you know, when the shorts drop, if you
So that mean listen, motherfucker.
you know, I told you the discount code gonna always be there. So if you listen to the pod faithfully, man, you already know what the podcast code is. If you don't, just type in Swelly Podcast. It's that simple. All right, this is my song of the week. We love y'all. We can start saying that at the end. We some sentimental niggas.
We love y'all.
You know, have a great week. If you listen to us on a Monday, have a great week. Listen on a Friday, get ready to turn up.
Oh yeah, man. Make sure you search the purple eggplant in her messages. That's where the truth lies.
Not the
Felt like a fairy tale. Every time I saw her, know that a nigga felt so far deep in love. Like Mike when he found the glove. Shit, why wouldn't I believe? Just like I see it, just like I sing. Shit for real, for make believe. Not knowing this shit just begun, city to city, they throwing me ass and titties. I be like, wait, I'm like, you hungry?
Nah, I just ate.
She just want the dick, motherfucker dick. Meanwhile, my girl back at home. Bored and she all alone. Link the laptop to my phone. Damn, found out my
ex been on me. Got too faded, fuck around and cheated. Then she cheated on me. Now look at me, singing this song. You got me in a position where I ain't got no other choice but to straighten up. I admit my wrong, cause baby, you know you got me for life and I ain't going nowhere. Whoever he was don't matter to me, so I don't care.
fuck him.
Yeah, we both made our mistakes because we missed the love we made. We've been through it, and I just wanna make you feel good through all the bullshit. I just wanna make you feel good. We let them say what they wanted, but we all knew the truth, baby. Hot and high water. Through it all, I still got you. Tired of being misunderstood. I just wanna make you you feel good. I just tired of being silent. We don't even talk, stuck in our ways. Tell me who paused it. Can we get back started? We put our whole life in something. Don't expect to live with nothing. Remember when we said forever? Did we mean it through any weather? It's stormy. Oh, darling. Even through the dark days and nights, even when the rain keep pouring, I was thundering. I know we've been here more than twice, but let's keep rolling dice. We've been through it. I just wanna make you feel good through all the bullshit. I just wanna make you feel good. We let them say, but we all know the truth, baby. Yeah. Through it all, I still got you. Tired of being misunderstood. I just wanna make you feel good. Now they don't give up on me. Now they don't give up on me. Now they don't give up. Now they don't give up on me. Now they don't give up on me. Now they don't give up. Now they don't give up on me. Now they don't give up on me. Now they don't give up.